What if the final words of a dying man could rewrite history? In this explosive conversation between Jesse Michels and investigative journalist Ross Coulthart, one deathbed confession may have just done that. We are talking about alien craft, secret underground bunkers, and a level of government secrecy so extreme it makes spy thrillers look like cartoons. This is not about blurry videos or strange lights in the sky. This is about the people who saw the real thing, touched it, and were told to keep their mouths shut forever. Ross Coulthart is not your average UFO chaser. He is an award-winning journalist who has spoken to spies, scientists, and even former intelligence officials. He has dug through declassified documents and followed leads most reporters would never dare to touch. And in this powerful interview with Jesse Michels, he reveals 10 jaw-dropping takeaways that pull back the curtain on what may be the biggest cover-up in human history. Let us jump in. Takeaway 1. A dying man revealed the ultimate secret. Ross Coulthart shared the story of Nat Kobitz, the former head of science and technology development for the U.S. Navy. In his final months, Nat spoke to Ross regularly and opened up about something he had kept secret for decades. He said he had been taken to a deep underground facility, escorted by armed guards, and shown a piece of material that blew his mind. This was no ordinary metal. As an expert in electron beam welding, he could tell this object had been bonded at the atomic level. That kind of precision, he said, is not possible with any known human technology. Nat confirmed that the United States had recovered multiple non-human craft. What he saw was a part of one, and the way he described it was simple and chilling. He said, "This is not our technology. This was not a man looking for fame. This was a dying man, finally telling the truth. And that truth changes everything." Let us now dig deeper into the technology that shocked him. Takeaway 2. Alien craft made with impossible technology. What Nat Kobitz described was not just strange, it was impossible by today's standards. He said the craft was made of 2 different metals, joined together without seams, bolts, or welding marks. Under the microscope, the metals were layered atom by atom, like building a puzzle at the atomic level. If you have ever seen how regular welds look, they usually leave a bead or a line. This material had none. It was smooth, seamless, and strangely lightweight. For Nat, who spent his life working with advanced materials, this was the smoking gun. And this is not an isolated case. Ross said that many engineers and defense insiders he interviewed confirmed that some materials and recovered craft move and behave in ways no known engine or fuel system can explain. One object was even described as changing direction instantly, which would crush any human pilot under normal physics. These are not just flying machines. They are a different kind of science altogether. So who is keeping all this under wraps? That takes us to our next point. Takeaway 3. Retrieval operations hidden from governments. One of the most disturbing patterns Ross revealed is how the United States uses foreign soldiers to recover alien materials. He spoke to retired Australian Special Forces members who were flown to secret sites, paid in cash, and made to sign silence agreements. These operations were done so that even their own governments would have no idea what they were part of. No American personnel on site means no paper trail. This kind of secrecy is not new. It has been happening for decades under the Five Eyes Alliance, where countries like the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand work together and do favors for one another. Ross explained that sometimes these favors include spying, bugging offices, and even covering up UFO encounters. In one case, Australian soldiers helped recover an object, but were told it was an experimental drone. Later, some realized they had been part of something much bigger. This is a system built to keep the truth locked away. And when scientists get close to that truth, something strange happens. Takeaway 4. Governments told scientists to stay quiet. In many of the most shocking UFO cases, the official story does not match the evidence. Ross told the story of the Kaikoura UFO incident in New Zealand, where glowing objects were seen by pilots, radar operators, and journalists all at the same time. The government quickly claimed the lights came from fishing boats, but later documents showed that the Air Force was pressured to shut the story down. Similar things happened in Australia. Scientists who reported strange sightings or advanced materials were removed, silenced, or ignored. In one example, a respected physicist named Harry Turner wrote a report saying the U.S. was clearly hiding recovered alien craft. His advice to create a team to investigate was buried. Ross believes that many countries agreed to keep quiet in exchange for access to technology. If you think about it, silence can be bought, and sometimes it only takes a plane ticket, a handshake, or the right threat. But the aliens may have shown up for a different reason. Takeaway 5. Nuclear testing may have attracted UFOs. Ross noticed a pattern. Some of the most intense UFO activity happened near nuclear test sites. In the Australian outback, during the Maralinga tests, scientists reported glowing objects hovering near the blast zone. In the Pacific, during Operation Fishbowl, people saw objects fall from the sky after massive explosions. Some said a UFO was shot down. Ross said even the U.S. military documents hint that something unusual happened during those tests. One witness claimed the explosion lit up the whole sky, and afterward a strange object was recovered. He was never told what it was. Ross believes that testing nuclear bombs might have acted like a beacon, drawing in something or someone watching us. Think of it like making too much noise in a quiet room. Someone eventually comes to check it out. But sightings did not just happen in the past. They are still happening now. We're halfway through the video. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. If you'd like to support us, please tap the thanks button below. It helps us keep making great content. Drop a comment and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Strange orbs and sightings in Sedona. Ross went to Sedona, Arizona, a place famous for its spiritual energy and mysterious lights. What he saw there stunned him. At around 1:30 in the morning, with military-grade night vision goggles, he witnessed a large glowing orb rise slowly over Secret Mountain. It pulsed with light, made no sound, and then disappeared so fast it looked like it had vanished. What made it even more disturbing was that several Black Hawk helicopters were flying nearby, as if they were escorting or monitoring it. Locals said this is not unusual. Hikers in the area have been stopped by armed men in military gear, warned to leave the area or face consequences. Some say there is an underground base beneath the mountain. Ross described it as a secret no one is supposed to see. But once you see it, you cannot forget it. And that mountain may be hiding something much bigger. Takeaway 7. Secret bases and missing money. One of the most chilling parts of the interview was about a buried UFO that is too big to move. Instead of digging it out, Ross said the government built a bunker around it. This object was detected using ground-penetrating radar and is believed to be still buried in the desert. Local homeowners reported strange rumbling and even got paid for structural damage, suggesting heavy underground construction. According to Ross, the money for projects like this comes from untraceable defense budgets. Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld once admitted that over $20 trillion had gone missing from the Pentagon. That money did not vanish into thin air. It may have been used to fund secret bunkers, reverse engineering programs, or black site experiments. Ross believes this is not science fiction. This is happening right now. So what kind of intelligence are we dealing with? Takeaway 8. The deeper world of psionics and mind. As Ross continued his investigations, he began hearing more about the connection between UFOs and human consciousness. Some researchers believe the metallic spheres seen near military jets and in homes may not just be machines. They may be intelligent. In one case, a sphere appeared to move on its own, rolling across a level floor without any push. In another, it reacted to people talking about it. Some say these objects are part of a defense grid placed by alien civilizations to monitor Earth. Others believe they connect to human thoughts or energy fields. Ross does not claim to know the full answer, but he says intelligence officials take these theories seriously. The more he heard, the more he realized that this mystery is not just about technology. It is about something deeper, something that may be watching us from within and beyond. But why are we only hearing about this now? Takeaway 9. The media failed to ask hard questions. Ross was brutally honest about how the media has let the public down. He said major newspapers often refuse to publish UFO stories, even when the sources are credible. In one case, a U.S. cabinet member tried to speak out, but was blocked. Ross said some science consultants at big media outlets immediately dismiss everything as reflections or trash in space, even without reviewing the data. He believes there is an old culture of ridicule in journalism that stops real investigation. But now, things are changing. Younger people are spreading these stories on platforms like YouTube and TikTok, doing their own research. Ross said when he aired the David Grush story, his network's ratings exploded. That is because the public is not stupid. They can smell when something is being hidden, and they are hungry for more. Takeaway 10. Public interest is exploding worldwide. Ross ended the interview on a hopeful note. He said that more people are paying attention than ever before. What used to be a joke is now a serious topic discussed by scientists, journalists, and military insiders. People want answers. They want transparency. They want to know if we are truly alone. From small towns to global newsrooms, the conversation is spreading. Ross said he now feels like part of a movement, not just a reporter. People recognize him on the street, send him evidence, and thank him for speaking up. What started as a personal investigation has become a global search for the truth. And that search is far from over. So what do you do with a deathbed confession that breaks open the biggest mystery on Earth? You listen, you ask more questions, and you keep digging. Ross Coulthart and Jesse Michels have done the hard work of bringing this story into the light. Now, it is your turn to stay curious, stay skeptical, and never stop asking what they are so desperate to keep hidden. Because if even part of this is true, then the world is far stranger and far more exciting than we ever imagined. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the thanks button below. It really helps us keep going. If you enjoyed this summary, please leave a like and share it in your WhatsApp groups. To join discussion about this video, drop a comment below. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below.